Because I'm going to lay some groundwork to where this parable started from. Jesus, he got invited to a dinner to a chief Pharisee house. And he was there to eat bread with him. But there was a man there, he had dropsy, which one of the symptoms is a swollen limb. He asked the Pharisees a question, and the lawyers. Said, is it lawful to kill on the Sabbath day? So he went to the man with the dropsy and took him. To me, he took him up into this upper room with the Pharisees and the lawyers, where I interpret it. He took him in the upper room because he was down in the lower part of the house. Jesus took him up high to where all the important people was. And he healed this man with dropsy in front of him. Mm-hmm. And he says, he asks them a question. Which of you shall have an ass or an ox fall into a pit and will not straightway pull him out on the Sabbath day? He's asking these Pharisees, if you think an ass or ox is just as important to pull out from its suffering and dying in that pit, how much more important is this man that had this disease? Yeah. And he starts telling this parable. And he put forth a parable to those which, by when he make how to choose out a chief room, saying unto them, when thou art bound of any man to a wedding, set not down in the highest room, lest more honorable man they be bound to him. And he that played thee, and him that come and say to thee, give thee man a place, there will be begin with the same to take the lower room. Jesus here, he's saying, boys, you might be setting up high here. Well, why don't you just move on down to this lower area? Because we all on the same playing field. And worship together. And it's all about pride and a prideful look that these Pharisees and the lawyers had about themselves. They didn't want to be socialized with people that they thought was lower than them.
Right.
And this kind of hit home to me while I was reading it and studying it, because we got revival coming up. I don't care if I sit in the floor or standing next to a wall. If a sinner needs a seat, it's theirs.
Come on, Jane.
Because I'd rather have them up here than in the far back, in the corner. But when they are to go and sit down in the lower room, that when he that they and come to say unto them, friend, go up high, thou shalt have worship in the presence of them that sat at the meat with thee. For whosoever exalt himself shall be abased, and him that humbles himself shall be exalted. Then said him also to him, when thou makest a dinner or a supper, call not thy friends, nor thy brother, neither thy kinsman, nor thy rich neighbor, lest they also find thee up again, and a recompense be made thee. But when thou makest a feast, call the poor, the maimed, the lame, the blind, and all shall be blessed, for they cannot recompense thee, for they shall be recompensed at the resurrection of the just. Jesus telling them, don't worry about your rich friends, your neighbors, your friends, even your brothers or your sisters. Ones that's going to call you over after this dinner and we can have dinner later on what you did. Don't worry about being repaid. Call the ones that cannot repay, because they cannot repay this debt, but they can worship together with you. Proverbs says in the 25th chapters, 6 and 7 verse, put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, or set not in the high place a great man. For it is better it is that it be said unto thee, come up here, than that they shall be put low in the lowest place of the prince, when their eyes have seen, and their eyes have seen. And Job, he says in 22nd verse, 29th, or 22nd chapter, 29th verse. When a man are cast down, then they shall say, there is lifted up, and he shall save the humble person. It's all about not having a popular love, being humble, being quiet, just showing grace, and the Lord will lift you up and bring you out of that place and set you in a high place. Yeah. It's not about having to be seen. And a man, go back to Proverbs 29th chapter, 24th verse. A man pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble spirit. Pride will bring you down. Pride will make you fall. But a humble spirit will lift you up. James 4 and 6, but he that gives more grace, wherefore he saith God resisteth the proud, but gives grace to the humble. James 4:10. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Humbleness is just being, part of being meek, part of not being, just being kind of standoffish, not being eyes upon you all the time. Be honest with you, in ways I'm a shy person. It scares me to death being up here. But I want to do what the Lord wants me to do.
Bless you, Jerry.
First Peter 5 and 5 and 6. Likewise, ye yourself submit yourself unto the elders, and ye all subject to one another, and be clothed with humbleness, for God resists the proud and gives grace to the humble.
That's right, Jerry.
When we have elders in the church, which older people or children, if we have dinners or anything, the older people should go first and the children be fed.
Exactly.
And the rest will be filled in. Going with verse 6. Humble yourself therefore under the mighty hand of God, that ye may exalt in due time. He will recognize your sacrifice and stuff that you put forth, and He will lift you up in due time. I'm just going to be brief on this teaching, but
Bless you, Jerry.
let's go to 1 Thessalonians. And Pastor pretty much knows where I'm going with this to close it out. He's going to call us the ones that's saved, and if you're not saved here today, you can be. He's going to make it suffer. And He's going to invite everybody to come and dine that wants to come and dine and eat with Him. But there's one stipulation: you have to be saved. For He's going to come and lift you up in that day. Then when the which are alive and remain shall be called up together with them in the cloud to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall there be the Lord Himself shall descend. The Lord will come down Himself and bring you up. It mentions the resurrection of the just. You will receive your just reward from being humble, being meek in that day. And Him Himself will say, "Friend, come up here." Those which will alive and remain shall be called up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall ever be with the Lord. Wherefore comfort one another these words. If you don't know the Lord today, I recommend you to anybody. And He will call you one day until supper.
Bless you, Jamie.
And you'll have a seat right next to him for eternity. You don't have to worry about the lower room. You'll be in that upper room all the time.
Bless you.
Bless you.